Hello and welcome to West TV's production of Hills West basketball. Tonight is senior night for the Hills West Colts, so we're going to get some ceremonies, introductions, and enjoy.
Escorted by her parents Joanne and Chris and sister Teresa.
So you'll get cheerleaders.
Katie and Natra, escorted by her parents Terry and TJ Natra and brothers TJ and Kyle.
So we'll get cheerleaders, players, and I believe the ranks will also be announced.
You know, don't you love the feel of senior night?
Jessica Vivola,
you get to
escorted by her mother Joanne Vivola and her sister Courtney.
Yeah, you really do love to see all this.
You get to see them be honored for their hard work that they've put in over multiple years. Because it's a big time commitment.
Escorted by her mother Carla Hofsis. And our last senior from our cheerleading group is Christina Badaracco, escorted by her parents Lynn and Jim Badaracco. Our next group of seniors comes from the Hills West ranks. First, we have Evangeline Diakakis, escorted by Anastasia.
Guys over here.
Next is Christian Farrow, escorted by Antonio. Next is Oriel Boak, escorted by Jill.
You also love to see not just the cheerleaders and players get involved, but also the Rangs, our dance team, getting involved for their hard work for 4 years here at this high school.
Escorted by Debbie.
And they were extremely successful. They'll be going on to nationals.
Exciting.
They had a real good year. And
so did the cheerleaders, too. I heard they finished 4th.
Yes, definitely. So a lot of growth from the cheerleaders who struggled early, but really came together as a team. And I've spoken to a couple of the cheerleaders, and they just told me that they absolutely love every girl on the team. And you really, just the gelling of a team over time, it just is amazing. Especially 4 years for these seniors, how they were able to take the leadership role and really run with it.
It's what sports is really all about: teamwork, camaraderie, getting to know the people in your school.
First, we have Amari Monroe, escorted by Keisha.
So here comes the basketball team.
Next, we have Derek Brower Jr., escorted by Kelly and Derek. Our next senior is Gregory Guerin, escorted by Stephanie and Randy.
And as you look at the line of seniors, you realize that the starting 5, all seniors, will not be returning next year. And it just brings up the question, what will go on next year?
Well, you know, we spoke to Atkinson, and he said the team is definitely young. After this group of seniors will leave. But we do have Derek Brower returning for his senior year. And he's a great centerpiece that you guys can build around, that the team can build around. And he's showing it right now, already one of the leaders of the team. And it's only going to increase next year for his senior year.
Next is Spencer.
So only time will tell. But still, Hills West is fighting for a playoff position, as they are third in League 4 standings at 6-4 in that league. So they continue to try and win games, get themselves into a playoff situation, and hopefully make a run.
Next senior is James Loria, escorted by Susan and Tom.
Fan favorite, player favorite, James Loria.
You know, just an all-around good guy. Everyone loves him. He's so likable, and it's nice to see him get his moment. Especially almost the half-court shot we saw him knock down.
Next senior is Tom Palmieri, escorted by Diana Julia.
Another thing that is very apparent is you could see the emotion on Jeff Terry's face
Best of luck and thank you for all your hard work.
as he came out with his parents. And, you know, you're thinking, like, what this means to him. Football didn't maybe go the way they wanted as far as they could have, losing in the Long Island Championship, and the chance to redeem himself on this basketball team.
Yeah, just to clarify, all 5 starters will not be returning, or all 5 senior starters will not be returning. Derek Brower Jr. is a senior. Yes, he is, Maddie.
My bad there.
That's all righty. He is playing like a senior. He really is a leader of this team, and he's shown it as we are almost ready to get underway here. At halftime, we will have performances from the Hills West cheerleaders and the Hills West Rangs, so both will perform. We're just clearing up some pictures at center court, and we should be almost ready to rumble. So looks like the players are returning to the locker room. So we will set the table for you. So as we said, the Hills West Colts 6-4 in their league, behind Bellport and Deer Park. Bellport 10-0 undefeated. They've just dominated through the league, and Deer Park 9-1. Hills West right in the middle of the pack at number 3 as they continue to attempt to win games. And this one is just as important as all the other ones. Only 2 games left, this one. And next week, they will have their final game of the season before playoffs. So this one is a big game indeed.
Well, you know, going into the playoffs, you always want to build momentum. I mean, even though they have a not as good as a league record as I'm sure that they want at 6-4 just to buy 500, they are 13-5 overall, and they have won 5 out of their last 7 games. So this is a team that can get the job done. You want to go into the playoffs with momentum, and I'm sure that's what they're going to try to establish here.
Yeah, 100%. So Hills West will look to stay hot, and West Islip comes in with a 2-8 record in League 4, so not a great season for the Lions, but they'll look to spoil Hills West's hope for a playoff run, as the Lions are coming off a 31-point loss to Bellport, as we talked about, the undefeated team in the league, and they've really dominated an 82-51 loss.
You know, when teams are coming off of a loss like that type of embarrassing, I'm sure they were embarrassed about how they played. So you're going to look for them to come out of the gate hot, impose their will, take a lot of chances, and shoot a lot of shots, and that's what they're going to try to do. And I wouldn't be surprised if they come out fast and ready to go.
Especially with it being senior night, you always love to come to another team's building and disrupt what's going on in here, especially with the ceremony before the game. And it could have affected the groove of this team. As you said, they've won 5 of their last 7, and with the ceremony before, could disrupt the pregame ritual for some of these guys, as now they come out of the locker room and start their shoot-arounds.
Well, emotions could definitely be high, and that's not always a good thing. They might be a little nervous playing in front of their home fans, but as you said, this is a senior-led team, so I'm sure they're not going to let this moment rattle them, especially with the types of games that they've played in, talking about county championships and such.
So both teams shooting around. And we are moments away from the opening tip.
What are you going to look out for Hills West in the first couple minutes of play? What do you want to see from them?
I want to see them run the floor quickly. I like to see them get in transition, move the ball up on offense quickly, get right in the lane, right to the rack, and just got to make your shots here. Got to make your shots early and put away a depleted team. Definitely emotions definitely low for West Islip after only winning 2 games this year, both actually against Eastport South Manor, which is actually the bottom team, the number 7 team in the league at 1-9. So they have 2 wins against the bottom team, and the rest have all been losses. So a team that is emotionally sort of out of it, if you think about it, out of the playoff hunt, could be out of it emotionally. You want to get to them early, and you don't want to let them stick around. So I'd like to see Hills West get off to a hot start. Got to see the help side D working well. Communication is key as well. So if they're talking on the court, that should lead to good defense, which turns into productive offense.
You know, you're talking about making shots. I'm sure a player that we're always going to like to look at early in the game is Greg Guerin. How is he shooting? You know, lights it up from 3. That's his specialty. 3-point assassin. So with a game high this season of 18 points, coming all on threes.
Yeah, definitely. That was the game that we had here, live broadcast. That was our first game, and Greg Guerin shot the lights out. He was outstanding.
Couldn't miss.
Yeah, definitely from the corner, and you'll like to see him get off to a good start here as well. And we're moments away. Yeah, we got 6:40 till the opening tip. So a little bit of injury news that I got before the game. Brent Bland, the freshman, an upcoming star, potentially could be a big player next year, but also was a solid find this year on the roster. He will be out with a broken finger.
Okay.
So he will not be active tonight. And Colby Jordan, who is actually the brother of former Hills West star wide receiver at Syracuse now, Cameron Jordan. So he is actually out with a broken elbow that he recently acquired. So you really don't like to see too many injuries here in the high school level. And those are 2 big ones, especially with Colby's recent production, along with Brent Bland's consistency throughout the season.
You know, not just for this game, but also for games down the road, especially as we're pretty close to the postseason. You hope those guys can get healthy quick and get back to contributing to the team.
Definitely. So starting lineups should come our way shortly. But we got the cheerleaders preparing. Rangs on the right, cheerleaders on the left, and the basketball players right, smack in the center, 5 minutes away from tip. We've just gotten word that Ariana Pappas, our camera lady, does a great job for us during the live broadcast. She will be performing the national anthem, which she actually was interested in earlier in the season after doing one of our live broadcasts, and she must have spoke to administration, got herself in there. Nice gig, started off with the national anthem.
Great to see one of our own moving up as well. Performing the national anthem is a big deal. And it's important that that gets recognized in sports games. You know, I feel like it happens at every sports game, but no one really talks about it.
Yeah.
It's more of just become like a thing that like you do. But
So
you'd
like
I feel like you got to appreciate.
Okay. So you'd like to evaluate the national anthem every night?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. Have a panel.
Yeah.
So she will get a crack at it, and I'm pretty sure she'll be fine because she is very talented.
As most of Hills West is.
Oh, yeah. Filled with talent. From cheerleaders, players, students in the classroom. One of the top schools on Long Island, and we just continue to grow. And we did have Catapano on earlier in one of our football broadcasts. He spoke about the growth of Hills West educationally and sports-wise and everything in between. He was just really proud of our school, what has developed here technology-wise, education-wise. The numbers are outstanding. Testing, really, the teachers doing a great job, and the students are benefiting and really taking advantage of all the opportunities they have here.
Especially us, you know,
Yes.
funding our equipment. Always grateful for that.
Of course, class 2016.
Definitely a heavy listener every week on the podcast, which we greatly appreciate.
Yes, we do, Mr. Catapano. The doc, really appreciate everything you've done for us and continue to do, especially with next year's big plans. We will not reveal yet.
Keeping it a little tease.
Well,
from
because
next year's plans.
I don't want to make you upset.
Yeah, I know.
Of course, Matty Ice will not be returning to the Hills West media empire. He will be moving on to college life.
Bigger and better things.
I don't know if you can get any better than this, but yes, bigger and better if you'd like to say it like that. So, Matty Ice, do you have any ideas?
You know,
where you might be going?
College search is a tough one for everyone, and it's different for everyone. You know, they have different needs and different abilities of what they're going to do. But we are starting to narrow it down, which is exciting. I'm excited to definitely commit. I know a lot of my friends have, and it's definitely an exciting time. So just excited looking to the future.
Great. I love that. So I will be starting my college search soon, of course, as a junior, but I'll be back next year, of course. And I'm very excited about the things to come next year. So, of course, we started our live broadcasts in football, of course, in the beautiful booth.
What a ride that was.
Oh, yeah. So Coach Madden, the football coach, has taken over as one of the assistants on the basketball team. That's a big thing. Very vocal on the sideline and really has a lot of knowledge to give to the boys.
Especially there's some players who are, of course, cross sports who are also on the football team. So they have a really good relationship with him. And that helps a lot when you're dealing with familiar people that you like to see on the sideline. Especially even though Atkinson's been there for 7 years. This is his first year as the head coach. So it is a new environment.
So we are just about ready to get underway. Ariana Pappas with the national anthem, and let's do it.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's E4 matchup featuring a coach from Hills West and the Lions from West Islip. According to the Section 11 Spectator Code of Conduct posted outside the gymnasium, all fans should respect the rules of good sportsmanship and appropriate behavior. Now the starting lineup for today's game. For West Islip, junior guard number 3, Pat Cunningham. Junior guard number 24, Matt Walsh. Sophomore forward number 5, Mark Regan. Sophomore guard number 31, Will Byrne. And junior forward number 20, Mike Alexander. The Lions are assisted by Mr. Dick Zeitler and head coach Mr. Tom Cross. And now for Hills West. Senior guard number 23, Spencer Weingard. Senior guard number 2, Derek Brower Jr. Senior forward number 24, Max Rogowski. Senior guard number 4, Jeff Terry. And senior guard number 3, Greg Guerin. The Colts are assisted by Mr. Kyle Madden, the head coach, Mr. Steve Atkinson. Today's referees are Mr. Ed McCloskey and Mr. Humphrey Cronenberg. We ask you now to please rise and honor America for the singing of our national anthem by Ms. Ariana Pappas.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Absolutely brilliant job by Ariana Pappas. And we are almost ready for opening tip.
Let's get it done. You know, speaking about West Islip, we have their leading scorer, Will Byrne, averaging just about 10 points a game. And hopefully he can, for West Islip, they can get him going early, try to get another win.
Yeah, we'll also talk about number 3, Pat Cunningham, who comes in averaging 9.2 points per game, 32 field goals. That indicates to me that he likes to get to the lane, just put up some easy, either some floaters, layups, some easy 2-pointers. Get right to the rack. We'll see how it goes. So Derek Brower Jr. and Mark Regan for the opening tip, and Hills West wins it. Looks like a violation at the start. So West Islip will get the ball here right in front of us to start the ball game.
Goes West coming with the press early on.
Goes into Regan. And he'll find Cunningham. Spinning. Losing the ball at center. I'll get it up top for a 3. Off the front iron and out. That was Cunningham with the miss. And here comes Brower Jr. the other way. Rogowski to the corner. Guerin. Dribbling. Pass to Weingard. Laying it up and in.
Great find. What a dot to Spencer Weingard to put up the first points for Hills West.
So a great pass. And the Colts have the first 2 points of the afternoon. So West Islip with the ball up top. Nearly turned over, and it is taken away by Terry. Up the sideline, he has it. And he'll settle it down. And they'll set up the offense. Rogowski down low, Weingard. He'll go back into the corner for Max. Rogowski into the body hard. His layup is off the glass and no good. He gets his own board and puts it in. So the Colts with the first 4.
What you saw there was his ability to stick with the play. Even though he missed the shot, comes down with the rebound and puts it back up.
So Cunningham will take it over half. Still has possession. Trying to drive in on Rogowski. Great D by Rogowski. And they'll get up to Regan. Regan stopped his dribble, pass
Nice
to the middle.
cut.
And the layup won't fall. So a great pass, but the lefty would not go. Terry pulling up for 3. His shot off the iron and no good, but Guerin will pick up the rebound. Finding Rogowski for 3. He can't hit.
Another
But
offensive rebound from Hills West as you see them dominating the boards early on.
DBJ pulls up for 3. Cannot hit. Rebounded and picked up by Will Brine, one of the leading scorers for the Lions. Good D by Gurin. And West Islip will control. Down low, inside. Great play by Broward Jr. to knock it away from Matt Walsh. Good D there. Clearly evident that Hills West wants to be aggressive and get off to a good start. They are up 4-0. Having a tough time getting it in. It's intercepted by Broward Jr. Down the court. He will lay it in for 2.
And that's just too easy for a guy like Derek Brower. You know, West Islip's going to need to move the ball more if they're going to want to even stay in the game. Getting away from them quickly here.
So quickly up the court, it's West Islip. Lefty layup won't fall. Rebounded and picked up Cunningham. Cunningham will reset. Throwing it down low, a foul push on Rogowski. So the ball will be underneath.
It's evident, you know, West Islip having trouble making some easy finds on the layups. You know, you got to make your layups.
West Islip having another tough time getting
Another
the ball
turnover.
in. And here comes Gurin. He'll find Terry cross court. Drops it off for Broward Jr. He pulls up for 3, and he got it. Hills West 9, West Islip nothing, and a timeout for the Lions.
You know, the fast start that we were talking about early on, Hills West is right on it. Already up 9-0. Haven't even let West Islip get anything going. 0 points, missing some early shots, playing great defense, picking them up at half court, not letting anything go by them, and they've already had about 4 steals.
So West Islip has to talk it over. And exactly what we talked about in the pregame, Hills West getting off to a hot start against a struggling West Islip team, and they've done just that. So checking into the game will be number 15, Ao Adewale. So he'll step in, and Rogowski
You know, even though
will sit.
Even though the 3-point ball wasn't falling early, they stuck with it. And after a couple missed attempts, you know, they're not afraid to shoot it. You know, shooters shoot.
Yes,
And
they
Derek
do.
Brower is a shooter.
Yes, indeed. So Cunningham will get the ball in, and West Islip a much better outlet there as they have possession. Walsh. Good D by DBJ on Brine, who will reset. 20 on the shot clock, plenty of time for the Lions. Cunningham down low, up top, 3. Off the glass, no good. Rebound picked up and out to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Regan. What a find, and the lefty layup is good.
What you saw there was much better ball movement coming out of the timeout.
So the Colts quickly down the court, and they look to counter. Terry up top. Finds Broward Jr. He'll go right, step back fake, pass down low. A no look was intercepted, and West Islip will go the other way. Good D by Gurin. And out to the wing. Walsh up top for Regan. Cunningham, nice move to the rack. Pass to the wing would not go. Good play by Broward Jr. as he pulls up for 3. He can't hit. And the rebound secured by West Islip as they try to run the floor. There's a lefty try. And that one wouldn't go. A circus shot. A great pass from Terry. Inside to Broward Jr. He got it.
Another great find.
So on one end, a circus shot wouldn't go. And then a great pass by Terry to find Broward Jr. under the hoop to get another easy 2. Good D by the Colts on the double team. Down low, intercepted Weingard. And it will be West Islip ball, 20 seconds on the shot clock.
You know, it was getting a little sloppy through that stretch of play, but Hills West able to work through it. Still up 11-2. Also noticing they're having issues getting the ball in bounds.
100%.
That's the third time they've almost had a 5-second violation.
100%. Cunningham harassed by Terry. That pass intercepted but picked up by Cunningham. More sloppy play. Ball on the ground. Picked up by Islip. Pass underneath. Regan's shot is blocked. And Hills West the other way. Quick pass.
Nice
down
pass
low.
again.
Gurin got it.
The passing by Hills West is just something to look at right now.
And yet again, the defense leading to very good offense. A long stretch pass down the floor to Regan. Lefty try wouldn't go. So good D by Adewale on that side of the court as Gurin will play it up top for Terry. Down low, Adewale. He'll go right to the rack.
They call a charge.
Yeah, that's a charge on Adewale. That will be his first foul. And West Ice the ball. Looks like number 1, Omari Smith will check in. And number 30, Jordan Rader. Taking a seat will be Weingard and Adewale. As that's another stretch pass. And it's going to go out of bounds.
Right in the head. You hope he's okay.
So they are 1 for 2 on the deep ball this afternoon as they attend to the referee.
Looks like he's okay. Love to see it.
Yeah,
Took a hell of a shot.
Yeah, hit and just did not have any idea the ball was coming. Sort of blindsided him. But looks like he's good to go.
But West Islip has started out making some shots. They've only have 2 points at this point in the game, 6 minutes into the first quarter.
Well, they did solve the inbounding problem. Now they just got to put the ball in the basket. Is Brower Jr. looking for Terry up top. He's got Omari Smith into the corner. Gurin for 3. He can't hit off the rim and out of bounds. West Islip ball. So cheerleaders getting into it. Of course, you know, we love to praise their work in all our broadcasts. We give them a nice shout out. So Islip ball. Cunningham guarded by Terry. Still has possession. And down low look. Knocked away by Smith. And the other way it goes. Terry to the rack. Lefty
and
one.
one.
Got it. Count the basket and the foul. So Terry will go to the line. And Hills West.
The West Islip coaches.
We're trying to sort this out. Hills, the West Islip coach.
I think has been assessed a technical.
Yes, indeed, he has. So Terry's lay-in was good. He'll get a shot.
You know, frustrations can start to be coming out for their team. You know, they only have 2 wins. So coach is trying to fire up their team early on, down by 13.
So 1 shot for Terry. And then the 2 shots on the technical will be taken. So the Colts with a 13-point lead, 15-2, and they've really dominated the first half, first quarter. One shot and it won't go. So West Islip will outlet the ball. A little confusing there because the technical, West still has to get their 2 shots as the ball goes out to the wing. That's a 3-pointer and a make.
The first 3 for West Islip today.
Yeah,
you're going to need to see more of that if they're going to want to come back in the game.
That was Matt Walsh, and he made a little signal to the Hills West bench, like a 3-point gesture to the Hills West bench, and they got into it, so that could be something to watch. As the ball now under the basket, and the West Islip coach is still going at it with the referees as that shot won't hit, and West Islip will take control. Walsh now with the ball. Byron up top. Smith defending well. Pass to Regan. Regan down low. Going up to the basket, and it's swatted away by Smith. Great defensive play. And the bench really getting into it.
You know,
Weingard will check in.
every time West Islip has tried to go into the paint, nothing's been working for them. You got Io playing great defense. Right there on the play, Omar playing good defense. So Hills West just is a defensive team, and you're seeing that right now.
Still a bit confused about what happened to the 2 shots on the technical.
It might have been a warning.
It may have been, as that pass goes to the outside. Oh, and he traveled. They'll call it a double dribble. Going the other way, Hills West ball.
Same result either way.
One of the two. You could have called both if you want. But Broward Jr. will take it up. We are under a minute to go here in the quarter. 15-5. Hills West leads. Terry with the ball up top. Guarded by Cunningham. Back to Amari Smith. Driving to the rack. Lay in. No good. Gets his own board. He'll put it back up. Still can't hit. Gets another rebound. And he finally gets it to go. So another 2 for Hills West. They're up by 12 with under 30 to go.
Great commitment again to the boards. You know, getting all the offensive rebounds. That's a very important statistic when you're trying to win basketball games. Hills West has clearly been winning the boards early on.
100%. So 27 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Hills West with a 12-point lead. And West Islip will look for last shot. And there's the inbound. It's up to Byron. That one's intercepted by Derek Brower Jr. the other way. And the lay-in is good.
That is just unacceptable right there for West Islip. You have the opportunity to take the last shot, and you give up another steal.
So the shot clock has been turned off. Under 10 seconds to go. Now make it 5. Cunningham pulling up. And he can't hit off the front iron. Hills West will try to transition with 1 second. Broward Jr. pulling up. Cannot hit at the buzzer. So at the end of one full quarter, it's Hills West 19 and the Lions 5.
What are your biggest takeaways from the first quarter?
Just the great start by Hills West. Getting off on a huge run, only allowing 5 points in the first quarter. Exactly what we talked about in the pregame. If you get on top of a team that's struggling, you can really pull away. And Hills West has done just that, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You can see the effort is 100% there. And they're really doing a great job containing West Islip.
You know, their coach is also starting to get frustrated very early on. We're only 1 quarter in, and he's already feeling the heat from the refs. He's got to watch himself a little bit more if he's going to stay in the game.
Yeah,
you could understand why he's frustrated. His team down 19-5 after 1 quarter of play.
It looks like he didn't agree with some of the calls. And we'll watch that a bit further just to see if any other calls or plays affect, maybe turn into a foul, tactical against him. He was assessed a warning, I believe. We believe, because there were no shots. Only the 1 shot for Terry, who was fouled, put it in. He would get the shot to make it a 3-point play. But there was no shot on the technical, so we're going to assume it was a warning, which I do like that. Got to give the coach a little leeway. If he takes a step further, then he can assess the foul, but it's still early. As we're ready to start the second quarter of play, West Islip still having trouble. And they finally do get it in, and looks like a violation going the other way, so Hills West basketball.
An illegal screen?
So Terry will take control. Rogowski checks back in, starting 5, back on the court to start the second quarter. Broward Jr. will drive underneath. Great pass to Rogowski, who will lay it up and in. Got it.
You can't say it enough. The passing has just been on point.
So another nice play by Hills West. And they'll extend the lead to 16.
You know, just getting the ball up the court has been a struggle for West Islip. Never mind scoring some points.
So Barn into Cunningham, who will feed it down low and out of bounds.
That's just not good fundamentals right there. He's throwing a one-hand pass. Like, you can't do that. 2 hands on the ball, as Materatona would like to say.
Of course he would. As Terry will control up the court. no pressure. I'm surprised that West Islip not pressuring here, especially down 16, want to get themselves back in the ball game. So that pass from Gurin out to Terry, who will drain a 3. And Hills West adds another 3 to the scoreboard, and they have just dominated this Lion D. As Cunningham will drive, righty try, no good. Rebound, put back up with the left, cannot hit. Out of bounds off of the Colts, and the Lions will control. Plenty of time on the shot clock as it reset after the first miss.
After Hills West was having some trouble knocking down some threes, they're starting to light it up there from behind the three-point line.
More trouble as they turn it over. Nearly, Derek Brower Jr. getting a piece of it as it goes out of bounds. Good effort by him. But West Islip ball with 30 remaining on the shot clock. So clearly Cunningham will take control sort of as the point guard, as that one's turned over, but then taken the other way by West Islip, and a great block from behind. Looked like Terry after a broken defensive play, but Terry got back and knocked it out of bounds.
It's a block party here at Hills West.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, block party. Brilliant. So they'll throw it up to Cunningham. Underneath, intercepted by Hills West, and they'll keep it as it trickles out of bounds with the Lions. So choppy play from both teams. West just not able to control the rebounds.
West Islip is also kind of playing lackadaisical, not with the aggression that you would think that they would come out with the two-losing team. Just being lazy as they just have another turnover.
As Brower Jr. trying to get fancy. Good look. Just threw it out of bounds.
A little flamboyant there by Derek Brower.
That's a good effort. As Will Byron will check out for West Islip. And we're going to do our best with some of the names. We only have a couple down. So we'll give you what we have. And the rest we will find. Good D by Hills West. West Islip swings it quick. There's a 3, won't hit. Rogowski rebound. Hills West will push. Terry in the corner. He'll get it up to Weingard. Pass it corner for Terry. And all the way cross court for Gurin. He'll drive, kick it out to Weingard for 3. Can't hit. He'll get his own board. Back up top, Gurin. Gurin dribbling up top. Rogowski. He'll go right to the lane. Righty lay and got it.
Strong take by Max Rogowski.
Pretty as he found the lane and laid it in. So Hills West up now by 21 points as it's another turnover. It goes off the netting up top. And it looks like a timeout for West Islip as they'll have to talk it over.
You know, the lead has trickled down up to 21. And it's starting to get out of hand here. I think it is out of hand here for West Islip. Is there anything that you think that they can do to come back into this game?
They've got to make some shots. And they're taking real tough looks under the basket and just not getting the calls. I think they really want to maybe get a three-point play, maybe drain a layup, get it to go, and then get to the line and maybe run their offense that way. But they've just really struggled in all facets of the game, especially offensively. They've just been a turnover machine.
Inbounding the ball, they've turned it over.
And that's what the Hills West press will do. Really forcing turnovers all game long. And the help side
and that's something they work on constantly.
100%.
Always becoming better at the press, becoming a better defensive unit, which takes sometimes even more communication than offense.
Yeah, that's a big part of the early season adjustments for the new players coming onto the roster. And even the old have to get reacclimated with the system. And it takes time, and it looks like Hills West is finally capitalizing on the excellence of Mr. Mataratona and, of course, Coach Atkinson. As Terry will kick it to Gurin underneath.
Another nice find to
Beautiful
Spencer
pass.
Weingard. Spencer's always seems like he's been in the right place in the right time this entire game. Whenever Hills West it seems like he's either on the receiving end or giving up the ball just at the right place.
Broward Jr., good D. West Islip in trouble. Up top, 3-shot, got it to go, and that's Walsh.
Smooth release there. They're going to need more of that if they want to come back into the game.
Into the corner, 3.
Can't answer.
Off the front iron and out. And West Islip will control, cutting the lead to 20. If they make another shot, they've got a chance here as Cunningham pulls up. He gets his own board. He'll go up and get it to go with the foul. So a chance at a 3-point play, exactly what we talked about during the timeout.
We just seem like we're predicting the entire game right here, Doug.
I mean, we are doing a pretty good job predicting the future. I think I'm going to predict the numbers tonight.
Oh, okay.
The lottery. But we'll get that at halftime. We'll get my predictions. Doug's predictions for the
Doug's
lottery
Lotto
tonight.
predictions, a new
Yeah, we're
segment
hot.
on the podcast.
Yeah, we are definitely hot.
He's able to convert the 3-point play.
Oh, yes, he is. Into the corner. Hills West trying to counter. Derek Brower from way downtown, from the W, way behind the arc. He got it to go. And a huge 3 gets Hills West back on top.
And that was a deep one, too.
It extends the lead dramatically. As West Islip trying to counter, and a great move. Oh, pretty lefty lay-in. Hills West trying to counter. As they'll reset. Terry up top. Pass to the corner, Weingard. Wide open for 3.
Nails it.
Got it. From the corner, Hills West red hot from behind the arc.
What did we just say? Spencer always being in the right place in the right time on the great find from Jeff Terry to knock it from 3.
Walsh with the ball up top. Looks like he has some beef with the bench, as we addressed earlier. Still continuing throughout this game as Hills West will turn it the other way. Gurin pass for Broward Jr. Up top, Terry. Terry, down low pass. Rogowski, spinorama move! Oh, pretty. That put another 2 on the board.
That's the 3rd time you said pretty today.
I know, it is very creative and crafty around the basket. Is Cunningham trying to answer as he will pull up for 3. Off the front iron, rebound picked up by the Lions. Up top for Walsh. He'll drive. His shot no good. Wanted a foul, won't get it. Hills West 2-on-1 the other way. Terry to the rack, cannot hit. Lions will go the other way. On 2-on-1 coming for West Islip. Up top, shot. Off the front iron, picked up by West Islip again. Now it's going to be Cunningham with a shot, no good. Rebound, Hills West. So both teams missing shots here as Broward Jr. will pull up for 3, can't hit off the back iron. And the lead will stay at 23, if my math is correct.
It is.
Thank you very much, Matty Gold. West Islip, up top, Walsh. Good D by Gurin. Into the middle. Pull-up jumper, got it.
West Islip starting to make some shots, putting together some good offensive possessions, but it seems like it's a little too late.
Gurin will control. Up to Rogowski. He'll feed it to Terry into the corner, Weingard, and back up top. Hills West, good passing on this possession as they'll control. 20 on the shot clock. 1:35 to go in the first half.
It's amazing the fast pace that they can play with, and then when they want to slow it down, they can, as Jeff Terry just nails it from 3.
So a good screen by Rogowski.
And that's important, being able to play at all different types of pace of play, because you're going to play against teams that want to push it and against other teams that want to slow it down. So if you can match their style, that'll prove very effective.
So the ball tipped out of bounds by Broward Jr. And West Islip will inbound, and the refs getting involved with a fan, and the security will have to escort him out at the ref's command.
I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before.
That was a quick leash, definitely for a fan. As good D there, Broward Jr. just a bit too far as he pushed him over the line. As West Islip will inbound with 1:13 to go. So the fan has been escorted, and West Islip will control it on offense. Down low. Oh, what a cut for Walsh. Amari Smith leaping, trying to make a block, and looks like Walsh in a little bit of pain. And let's see how he's doing. Looked like he was going. Let's see if they give him the 2 shots. So Amari Smith.
I'm still looking at the encounter, but that the fan just had with the referee.
That
Very
was
aggressive.
That was very bizarre. We did not see any indication that that type of behavior
Clearly, the refs thought it was too much.
was going on in the stands. As Cunningham will get the inbound pass and put it in with 55 to go. Hills West will try and counter. Gurin, pump fake, up top with 45 to go. Coach on the court, almost interfering with the play, is Broward Jr. with a nice little pullback. He'll pass it corner. Terry, 3 in and out. West Islip will have the last possession as the shot clock is turned off. 25 to go. Hills West 39, West Islip 15. Cunningham picked up his dribble, nowhere to go. Spinorama move, lefty lane,
Nice
got it.
move.
So a nice move by
You see
the
a lot
Lions.
of the big guys spinning, getting to the rim.
Oh, yeah.
We love to see the big guys get involved.
Little spinning and winning for the big men down low. 4 seconds to go. Broward Jr. Nowhere to go. He's got 1 into the corner. 3, it good. If it goes, and it would not go, as Gurin was in the corner looking for more. As at the end of 1 full half, 39 for the Hills West Colts and 19 for the West Islip Lions, we will have an interview with Hills West head coach Atkinson, Coach Atkinson, and hey, Coach, how are you?
Nice to see you again.
Very nice to see you too. So a great start for your boys, playing well defensively, only allowing 5 points in the first quarter. What did they do well defensively?
It's all about energy. All right, energy is the most important thing. Especially for us, it just gets our offense going. When we play with defensive energy, everything seems to work.
Yeah, your rebounding in the first half was very solid, getting both offensive and defensive boards. What does that contribute to your offensive success, along with stopping West Islip's offense?
It's to finish on defense is the rebounding, and then the rebounding, you start to break with the rebounding, and we like to break. We're a fast break team, so you play defense and then you finish it off with rebounding and you get the break going.
Only 2 games remaining in the season. How has your team gelled from the beginning, as when we last spoke, to now?
I think what it is now is we know our roles more, so we're comfortable with the roles. So it just makes it easier for us as coaches and the players.
Any adjustments for the second half?
We continue to play the way we're going to play. That's how we play, a pressure and run. That's our game.
All right. Coach Atkinson, thank you very much. And good luck to your team in the second half. All right, so Coach Atkinson will go in and address the team as we're ready for the Hills West cheerleaders and the Hills West Rangs will both perform here at halftime. So enjoy. Maddie, I think if you tried one of those cartwheels, you would end up flat on your back.
I did, however, take gymnastics for 4 years when I was young.
Me as well. Wow.
Wow, gymnastics duo.
Let's get back on the mat.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Ah. So impressive, those spinoramas, especially up top. So great effort by the Hills West cheerleaders as they continue to work hard throughout the year, especially with a lot of seniors departing at the end of the year. Probably one of their last performances as a Hills West Colt, and they did a pretty good job.
Very emotional for them, especially at their last meet, coming back from the bus ride. You know, there were tears shed. It's very emotional for all of these athletes. You know, they form friends that they've stuck with all through high school who've had their backs.
So here are the Hills West Rangs with their performance. Very patient group of rangs as we're trying to get the music cued. So two brilliant performances, one from the Hills West cheerleaders and one very emotional performance from the Hills West Rangs. So we are about a minute away from the start of the second half. And let's just evaluate that first half of basketball. An explosive start for the Hills West Colts, only allowing 5 points in the first quarter. And they continued to play that way throughout the first half. So West Islip has returned to the court, and we're just waiting on Hills West.
You know, they picked things up in the second quarter a little bit, making some more shots, scoring 14 points.
Okay, so we've got Mike Garaffa doing great work. Wow. So he's got 2 interviews planned. We're here with senior captain Samantha Hinkie of the girls basketball team. You guys have had a great season, especially you. Thursday they will be presenting you for your 1,000 points in high school. What does that mean to you as a player?
It's really exciting. I worked really hard through my high school career to get it, so I'm really excited.
So as a team, you guys have played pretty well. How have you embraced the leadership role, especially in your senior year, and what have you seen from the younger players this season?
A lot of the younger players have stepped up, but I really have took the leadership role and tried to choreograph the offense as best as I could this year.
So, of course, Coach Dugan, my old gym teacher, great guy. What has he taught you basketball-wise or personally in your life?
He's taught me a lot. He's taught me a lot of my new moves that I do this year, how to run, and a lot. He's good.
Perfect. So Samantha Hinkie, senior captain, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thursday, we will have a live broadcast. They will be giving her 1,000 points. They're giving her a ceremony for her high school 1,000 points. So
A little bit of double dipping there, right? We got some boys and girls basketball in there.
Boys and girls basketball. We had an interview with the coach Atkinson, and then you go right into senior captain.
Make sure to also check out the more in-depth print articles with Sam Hankey's 1,000-point and Steve Atkinson's new position as head coach.
100%. So we'll start the second half. Hills West up by 20. And DBJ will control up top. Gurin finding Rogowski into the corner for Broward Jr. And they'll reset up to Weingart into the corner, Rogowski. He'll drive with the left, go up, no foul. Other way comes West Islip. Checking into the game for Hills West, number 5, Ryan Seltzer, the freshman. He's played an important role as he steps up, and that shot won't go. So Hills West out the other way. Broward Jr. pulling up for 3. Would not go, and picked up by Walsh. And the Lions will control. So Byron up top. He lost the handle, turned over. Derek Broward Jr. the other way. 2-on-1. Seltzer trying to get to the rack. Oh, and he got it. Looked like he was fouled, but
great move to shield the ball away from the defender to avoid the block.
He got it to go, and then good defense on the other side as Cunningham trying to escape. That one deflected. Broward Jr. fighting for it on the side as West Islip will control. Cunningham's 3 wouldn't go. That one deflected off of West Islip, out of bounds. Hills West basketball. So a little sloppy rebounding-wise for both teams.
But it's nice to see, even with this lead, that Hills West is still maintaining their defensive focus. Not going to just play lax just because they've built up this nice lead.
Yeah, Coach Atkinson practically said just do more of the same as we'll look to see if that continues. Gurin's shot
halfway
rolls
down.
in and out. Rogowski with the board, and he hits.
Rogowski's putting together a very impressive game already. About 8-10 points already.
So there's an offensive rebound for you, which leading to more points. Walsh into the corner. Pull up 3. Can't hit. Rogowski with the board. Terry will run the floor. Into the corner. Gurin. Pump fake right to the rack. Cannot lay it in as it rolled off the rim. And West Islip will take control. Just want to say great job by Mike Garaffa today. Really doing a great job both as the producer and the director of our broadcast.
Definitely.
Getting us 2 interviews as that 3 hits for Cunningham. And also coming up with all the graphics, the intro, really doing a great job behind the scenes for us. Just wanted to say a huge thanks as Gurin. Pump fake, finds a lane, righty
West
lane.
Islip nailed their first 3 of the second half.
Gurin can't hit, but he's fouled, and he'll get 2 shots at the line.
Haven't been a lot of free throws shot this game. Usually you see Hills West likes to get to the line, but besides the Jeff Terry and one, there has not been a lot of free throws taken.
Not a lot of trips to the line, but Gurin, who hits his first, has played extremely well, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Just the aggressiveness of the Hills West D, help side, really doing a great job. So Gurin 2 for 2 from the line.
Still pressing.
And the pressure is successful as West Islip will come up the court. Good read by Terry, tipped out of bounds. And West Islip will take possession with 26 on the shot clock. Pass, great reception by Byron. He'll go into the corner. Walsh, pump fake, shot for 3, got it.
That's his second one this half so far.
So they cut it to 20.
I don't know if you can really say cut it to 20, but
I believe that was a 2. They counted that as a 2. So make it 45-25. As DBJ will command the offense. 17 on the shot clock. He'll kick it out. Weingard, corner Rogowski. Looking for Broward Jr. He'll pull up for a 3, can't hit. And rebounded by the Lions.
You know, Broward, while still having a great game right now, you know, taking control of the offense, is below his 22-point per game average that I don't think he's going to reach today.
As Walsh in the corner can't hit. Weingard the other way. To the wing, Terry, way short, but rebounded by Broward Jr. Oh,
and just
wow.
as I mentioned his name, puts it back up and in.
So special, can do so many things as Terry fouls Cunningham. That's his first. Just so special, can do so many things. Commands the offense, can shoot the lights out. Passing is exceptional, and especially on the defensive side, he's done a really nice job.
Hasn't been much of a rotation as you see the starters of getting a lot of playing time.
Might have to do with the absence of Brent Bland as Walsh will get it on the inbound. He turned it over. Broward Jr. will take it out, go right back in, lay it up and in.
It's easy for Derek Broward at this point. 4 straight points.
Cunningham behind the back twice, pulls up, feeds it. Back up top for Cunningham. Working on Terry. He's got an easy lane, and the layup is good. So Cunningham does lead the team in points per game with 9.2. And he's done an outstanding job this afternoon as Gurin's shot falls
it's also
just
nice
short.
to see West Islip not quit. Even though they're down by 20+, still fighting hard, still trying to make shots.
Cunningham's.
As they just do again right there.
Cunningham's jumper is good, and Cunningham under the radar a little bit, having a pretty stellar game for West Islip. He's been one of their bright spots this afternoon as Terry went to the rack and was fouled. He'll get 2 shots. Haven't seen it a lot tonight, but Broward Jr. does like to get to the line.
You know, I'm sure the crowd wants to see some of the other seniors get some playing time, their friends.
100% as time dwindles down, especially with the lead.
Also being senior night.
Yeah, that has been built up by Hills West. Now a 21-point lead. As Broward Jr. hits the second. So 2 points for Hills West.
As it's 51-29.
22-point lead for the Hills West Colts. Rader will check in. Rogowski out. Weingard out as well. And Seltzer, the freshman, checking back into the game. Amari Smith deflecting it out of bounds. West Islip ball. Also taking a seat was Jeff Terry. As West Islip will get the ball in. Picked up his dribble behind half court. Found it to Cunningham. Underneath Regan. He got it to go.
Another strong take by West Islip.
Now a 20-point game. Broward Jr. has some space. He'll drive, lefty lay-in. Oh, wow. What a move. And he got it to go.
You know, it's rare that you see a lefty point guard in high school. Lefties represent. I am, too, a lefty.
Oh, yes, you are. Cunningham's shot is good, but they will call it on the floor. Of course, high school basketball, continuation, not usually called.
Same
not like
thing
the
in
NBA.
college basketball.
So on the floor. More trouble for West Islip. They finally get it in. They've got Walsh. He'll control. Plenty of time on the shot clock. He'll drive right to the lane.
Whoa.
How did that
Almost
wow.
go down.
Rolling around the rim. Wouldn't go, and a double dribble on Broward Jr. Oh, he almost hit from half. That would have been pretty. But a double dribble. And the Lions will regain control.
Still 53-31. Hills West.
They got it to Regan. Back to Walsh. Walsh, pass up top. Jumper. Got it to go. So the lead has been waving around 20 for the majority of this game. Gurn in the corner.
You know, for them, their mindset is to try to get to 12, maybe 10 by the end of the quarter. Kind of seeming unlikely at this point, but that's not a bad goal to set. Maybe have a chance in the fourth quarter to tie or take the lead.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Seltzer, just off the rim and out. As that three wouldn't go. Rebound picked up West Islip. Another one rolling and bowling off of the glass
Nice
underneath.
finds.
Great feed from Smith right to Rader, who puts it in.
You know, every time West Islip gains some type of momentum, Hills West has had the answer. And it's been hard. It's been a tough day for West Islip, as it has been for the entire season for them.
Yeah, we spoke to Coach Atkinson. And one of the major goals defensively is to keep the opponent under 45 points per game. Right now they're at 33 with practically a full quarter and a minute 28 to go here in the third. So they really got to clamp down defensively.
Might have to start diving into these munchkins soon.
I know, right? Well, you just have dove in. Very good. How are they?
Delicioso. Would recommend.
Molto bene. So ball underneath. Weingard up top. Terry, who's checked back in. Into the corner, Weingard. And Hills West controlling the tempo. 25 on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Omari Smith.
Nice move.
Nice move
pass.
underneath for Rader, who got it. Oh, wow. What a passing play. Great feed from Smith. As that one's nearly intercepted by Rader. And the Lions will come out. It's Regan.
You know, one thing I do have to comment on West Islip, even though it's been a struggle for them to get the ball in bounds, there's not been one 5-second violation called.
Good feed underneath. Walsh just can't hit. Rebound, Regan blocked. Hills West the other way. Terry feeding it up to Smith. Intercepted by Walsh the other way. So sloppy play from Hills West there as they tried a quick transition play. Cunningham will go down low. Foul on 30. Rader. That's on the ground. That's a push underneath.
Just under 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 57-33.
Refs have let him play. Not a lot of fouls called here. Not a lot of trips to the line. Byron harassed inside Cunningham. Lay in. He was fouled as it went off the glass and out. So he'll get 2 shots with 25.9 to go in the third quarter. Two shots. Got it.
You know, one thing I'm noticing is Hills West seems to carry a lot more players on the team than West Islip.
A much bigger bench for Hills West.
Why do you think that is? Do you think that's just to help the main guys start?
Definitely for practice reasons. Helps run a smoother practice with more guys. And more guys can step up if a star player goes down. Or they need a little depth. Or tonight, even with the seniors. More seniors on there. Get them involved tonight, especially with the big lead, with under 10 seconds to go. Terry will control nearly under 5. Terry will pull up for 3, way off. Spencer at the buzzer cannot hit. So an interesting shot selection at the end of the third quarter. Hills West 57, West Islip 35. So a 22-point lead for the Colts as we go to the final 8 minutes of the ball game.
And it looks like Hills West might be able to hang around that 45-point mark that you mentioned that Atkinson wants to hold opponents to.
Only time will tell. And we'll have it here for you on West TV's production of Hills West Basketball. I'm Douglas Latuca and Maddie Gold here at the West TV courtside booth. You'll love to see it. So stay tuned at the end of game time as our producer, Mike Garofalo, will get 2 interviews with senior guard Greg Gurin and center Max Rogowski. So on the court to start the fourth will be Seltzer, Rader, Weingard, Smith, and Terry. And I would assume they'll get the seniors involved, especially on senior night. As Walsh will inbound it to Byron. Good D by Weingard. Still good pressure. He'll drive to the rack. Blocked. Great D. Out of bounds.
It's just been tough inside the paint for West Islip today.
And that's the second time we've seen a Hills West player almost be thrown through the air after leaping, trying to make a block. That one goes inside for Regan. Spinorama move, lefty try. Can't hit. Smith the other way. He'll push it up. Smith going right to the lane. He's fouled hard. And it's going to be 2 shots for Omar Smith. For Omari. So Omari Smith can't hit the first. He was not very active in our first live broadcast, but tonight he's played a pretty important role.
As you mentioned with the injury concerns.
100%. As the Colts extend the lead to 23. Byron up top. Cunningham. Right to the rack. Would not hit. Good D by the
Nothing's
Colts.
falling for West Islip as they've remained scoreless in this quarter.
Into the corner. Weingard for 3.
Knocks
Hits
it down.
Got it, and the fans getting involved with a "We Want Loria" chant. Of course, you know Loria very well.
Of course. Been in a lot of classes with him.
As
Know him
Amari
pretty
Smith
well.
turns it the other way. Try to behind the back feed underneath for Rader. Off of, looks like it went off himself and out of bounds. So a good effort there. Just could not execute properly.
And where do you think as a coach where it's, you know, you want to get on your players, you want to make sure that they're playing fundamentally, but also when is it time to let them have some fun on senior night?
I think after the 5-minute mark, you can get a substitution in as Adewale will get ready to check in. Regan with the ball up top. Pull up 3 for Cunningham. He hits right in his face.
He's
with
had a
Seltzer.
solid game.
So good D by Seltzer, but Cunningham, who's really had a solid game offensively, quietly doing his job and putting up the majority of the points for West Islip is another great feed from Smith. He has had a great night passing the basketball.
His speed to just get to the rim and then either decide to go up with the layup if it's there or dish it off has been a great decision-making from him.
Down low, Walsh. Pass for Byron. Out of bounds. Hills West ball. That's a turnover.
That was a very tough pass to make down on the baseline.
So Adewale will check in, number 15, and Raider will take a seat.
The lead is back up to 25.
With 6 minutes to go. So Smith taking control up at the top. Weingart drives, finds Adewale underneath, and that's going to be a foul. That's a charge.
I think that's his second charge of the game.
So trying to be aggressive underneath. And good D to force the turnover. Cunningham up top with 5:40 to go. Hills West with a commanding lead. But they're still playing hard on both sides of the ball. Walsh to Cunningham. He'll drive right. Seltzer, great D. Underneath. Cunningham blocked out of bounds by Ayo Adewale. So ball underneath for West Islip with 11 seconds on the shot clock. And I keep peeking over to the Hills West bench, maybe to get an idea if one of the seniors will check in as Walsh over the line. Yeah, he's over the line. And here comes
James
number
Loria.
42, James Loria, the senior. Fan favorite, player favorite. Really a great guy. A lot of love. One of the leaders of on this roster.
The fans love it. I love it.
Seltzer will check out. Matty Gold getting emotional here in the booth.
I don't know, more of an excited kind of way.
Yes, exciting emotion. That is an emotion.
You're right.
Yep.
You were definitely right.
Correct. So Loria.
Oh.
Up top. He'll feed it off to Weingart. I have a feeling every time he touches the ball, the fans will roar for a shot. Quick pass underneath. Smith again, a wizard with the ball as he found Adewale, who was fouled underneath. He'll get 2 shots.
You wonder what he's going to do with it, and then all of a sudden it just winds up in the right spot.
Keep trying to peek over to see if any of the seniors will check in late. Most of the seniors have already played. The starting 5 has played the majority of the game. And if you look at the bench, there are a few more who might check in. As Adewale could not hit the first. He'll get a second try. And he can't hit that one either. But Weingart picks up the board.
James asking for the ball.
Definitely wanted that.
Calling a play.
Oria now calling a play. He'll step back for a 3. Can't hit. Oh, he tried a jump back 3. Oh, it looked good. It looked good. It looked good out of the hand, but he couldn't hit Cunningham for 3. No good.
Did it look good out of the hand? I'm not sure it did.
The step back really looked good.
That looked good.
The step back looked good. The shot, need a little bit more rotation on that one. Loria for 3. Oh, it went in and out, and no good. The bench going wild, and it looks like maybe even West Islip getting into it as well, as Cunningham picked off, but picked back up underneath. Got it. Regan as the lead now 23, and I could just tell Hills West will try to get James Laurier the ball again, and he has it. He'll go up for Smith. Back to Laurier. He's put in the corner. Great pass to Weingart, and the Colts will control with 10 seconds on the clock. For a 3 from Laurier. He got it from the corner. The fans, the players have been waiting all afternoon, and he finally drains one. 1 for 3 on the afternoon, and that one will be a huge memory for him for the rest of his life. Cunningham pull-up jumper, got it.
You felt like they were going to keep giving him the ball until he knocked it down. No matter how many air balls, he got one.
Just a huge moment for Laurier, and even the West Islip players are smiling. He gets another chance from the corner. He'll pull the trigger. In and out, wouldn't go. Adewale, good play. Back up top, and it's going to go out of bounds. Oh, James, 1 for 4. 2 of them have rattled in and out. So clearly, Hills West's strategy towards the end of this ball game, get the ball to James Laurier, and hopefully he can hit as many shots as he can.
It is pronounced Laurier.
Laurier.
Not Laurier. Just want to make it clear for all
Thank
the
you,
fans.
sir. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Intercepted Weingard. Great read. He'll pull up. There's a shot off the back iron and out.
Another steal from West.
Smith with the ball. Double teamed up top into the corner. Good feed inside to Adewale, who will go up and get it to go. Great assists by James Laurier.
Correct.
Yes, got it. All righty. Pronunciation help for Mr. Matty Ice. As time is dwindling down. 2:22
Another steal by
to
Hills
go.
West, still playing hard.
Smith the other way, lay in, got it.
Now the entire gym's getting involved here. Love the energy. Now up by 28.
28-point lead for the Hills West Colts. And the bench players getting some important minutes here and still contributing offensively. Good move. Shot. He was fouled on the arm.
James flabbergasted at the call.
A little disappointed there. Looked like good D. Slid his feet.
We see Thomas Palmieri is going to check in.
Thomas Palmieri, what a story. He will check in after the first shot. And it wouldn't go.
And we see him check into the game.
And here comes Thomas Palmieri, a senior, will graduate after the year.
That's typically what happens senior year.
Yes, of course. He's had a great story.
Maybe not for you, Doug. Maybe not for you.
Yeah, you never know. I could be the Hills West broadcaster for the rest of my life. Just kidding. Whatever. That one's turned over. Push the other way. So West Islip still playing defensively as Hills West was trying to get the ball to Thomas Palmieri. Smith, great D. Wow, he has been electric on the defensive and offensive end. As he'll look in the corner. Palmieri, shot. Oh!
Almost down.
In and out. Wouldn't go. Amari Smith is playing great defensively, stealing the ball and turning it into points the other way. There's the 3 try. Wouldn't go. Rebounded yet again by Amari. He'll hand it off for Palmieri. He'll shoot one. Off the glass. No good. Underneath. Adewale. Got it.
It's now up to 30.
Under a minute to go. A 30-point lead.
Do you think they'll be over 45 points scored by the West Islip Lions?
That's a very interesting story that we would have to follow here for the last minute. Good effort by Laurier. And it's intercepted by Amari Smith. He'll control with under 40 seconds to go. A huge win for Hills West. Palmieri, 3.
It's
got it! Got it! From the corner! Thomas Palmieri, he's waited all night. And he
knocks one down.
Knocks one down. Another memory. Just another great memory to add to a great night here at Hills West as the Colts are going to win this one. Under 10 seconds to go.
And that's going to do it.
A 33-point win for the Hills West Colts on senior night. Wow. Just incredible what went on tonight, especially towards the end with James Laurier hitting a 3, going 1 for 4. 2 rattled in and out. Thought he should have been 3 for 4. Just couldn't hit. Good sportsmanship as well by West Islip, realizing the circumstances and and allowing the shots by Luria and Tommy Palmieri to drop. So Hills West 75 and the West Islip Lions 42. And it looks like Mike Garaffa doing his job so well, and he's going to get an interview here with James Luria.
All right, James, at the camera. All right, so you made that big 3 there. Congratulations to you. What does that 3 mean to you just on the senior night, last home game of the season? What does it mean?
It was a lot of fun, especially winning Mr. Hills West this past Friday at Senior Banquet. It means a lot to come out here, represent my school in a game that looked to be a blowout, but it was a lot of fun, man. Thank you.
All right. Now you, Greg, the defense today was amazing. You especially were playing great defense. How important do you think the defense is to your team in getting this win today?
Well, this is Hills West basketball. All you got to do is just play defense. I got clamps, don't worry. I got clamps on everyone at this, anyone. I'll guard anyone in the state. I got you.
And that is going to be it. You guys want to wrap it up?
So that was Greg Guerin. Oh, wow.
Confident guy.
That was pretty outstanding. So great work, Mike Garaffa. So looks like the JV teams will both step on and start their shoot-arounds. So the Hills West Colts with a commanding win from start to finish. Great start for the Colts. What did they do after a great start? How did they just maintain that great play throughout?
Well, as we said, they got out to a great start, kept pushing the ball, didn't relax on defense. As you just heard from Greg Guerin, they kept playing defense. Derek Brower got involved. Spencer Weingard was in the right place at the right time. And the big guy step, Max Rogowski, definitely getting to the spots that he wanted to on the floor. And West Islip just couldn't get anything going offensively. Had trouble inbounding the ball all game. Big struggle for them.
Don't worry, Matty Ice. We will definitely have a senior day for your last broadcast here at West TV. But what do you think it means really to these guys? Have been here for 4 years, really just worked hard, and to come into a game and make some shots late. What does it mean to them?
Well, it's great to see all their friends in the stands coming down, supporting them. You saw what it meant to James, how excited he was to be able to knock one down. So it's just great atmosphere.
So Hills West with a dominant performance. Of course, we'd like to thank the following people. Dr. Canapano, the administration. Matty Gold, great job today stepping in.
Thank you.
Does a great job every time. Mike Garaffa really outdid himself today. Producer, director, interviewer, really great. Mr. Raschuti with the Munchkins. Mr. Doxy does it every time. Ariana, great job on the national anthem, and the camera work was exceptional yet again. Anthony up top, great work. Thank you very much. For me, Douglas Atuka, and Matty Ice, Matty Gold. That will do it. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Thursday, live broadcast girls basketball, Sam Hinkie 1,000-point night. Thank you very much, and
Peace out.
See you later. Hello and welcome to West TV's production of Hills West basketball. Tonight is senior night for the Hills West Colts, so we're going to get some ceremonies, introductions, and enjoy.
Escorted by parents Joanne and Chris and sister Teresa.
So you'll get cheerleaders.
Katie and Natra, escorted by parents Terry and TJ and Natra, and brothers TJ and Kyle.
So we'll get cheerleaders, players, and I believe the ranks will also be announced.
You know, don't you love the feel of senior night?
Jessica Vivola,
You get to see
escorted by her mother Joanne Vivola and her sister Courtney.
Yeah, you really do love to see all this.
You get to see them be honored for their hard work that they've put in over multiple years.
Next we have
Because it's a big
Victoria
time commitment.
Hofsis, escorted by her mother Carla Hofsis. And our last senior from our cheerleading group is Christina Badaracco, escorted by her parents Lynn and Jim Badaracco. Our next group of seniors comes from the Hills West range.